and gentlemen, please welcome actress, model, singer, star of the upcoming movie Scary Movie, and hot all-around babe, and all-around hot babe, Carmen Electra. With your microphone.
Yeah, I need a little help there.
Now, I just want you to remember that many people, many of my classmates are working for the Civil Service Commission. Others of them are postal clerks. Many of them are elementary school teachers. Not me. Ooh, get it on. Bang it. Have a seat. You know, as I see you walking out here, Carmen Electra, I like
how you say that.
Carmen Electra.
Electra.
Electra?
Electra. But
Electra.
I like how you say it.
Electra. Now, you are an incredibly beautiful young woman. Incredibly beautiful. Why on earth did you marry Dennis Rodman?
I asked myself that same question. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, why did you? I mean, I think that's what everybody wants to know, right? I mean, because here is this incredibly beautiful girl, married to a guy who is a great rebounder. He's great under the net, no doubt about that, but kind of a wacky guy.
You know,
during that time of my
during that time of my life, I just, you know, I wanted something new and exciting and dangerous, and that's kind of what he has. And I thought he was really sexy. I should have. And I thought he was incredibly sexy, and he was there for me during a really hard time in my life. My mom died from cancer.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She had a brain tumor, and my sister passed away a week after.
Oh, my God, that is horrible.
I know, it was like really devastating. It's like
and
the hardest.
He doesn't strike me as that comforting a person. Was he?
That's because you only see what you see on television, and you see every time Dennis gets in trouble, it's like huge on the news. Anything Dennis does is like made into such a big deal. But like good things aren't really news. So. But
is he a comforting, sweet person?
Yeah, he really does have a good heart and a really, you know, sweet side to him. He really does.
Really? So,
yeah.
So like, well, then why'd you get divorced or annulled or whatever it was you had happen?
You know what? Things just got so crazy with the media, and I just felt like, you know, I need to step back and reevaluate the situation and spend some time with myself and the loss of my mom and my sister and figure out what I really want, and I did that.
Very sensible, very sensible.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, very good. And what did you want to be when you were a child?
I wanted to dance on Broadway.
Have you danced on Broadway?
Nope.
Now, at what age did you realize that you were like a major league sex symbol? Well, how old were you when boys just started throwing themselves at your feet and saying they would do anything to be near you?
Like 5.
5? You're kidding. My God, you must have been an unbelievably good-looking 5-year-old, because that's unusual. Wow.
You know what? I've always been so boy crazy. It's ridiculous. I remember 5 years old, like, you know, putting on my tight Calvin Klein jeans and, like, you know, going to the playground to look at the boys.
At 5?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So at what age did you develop these super breasts? Because they're obviously, they've obviously
honey,
been,
let me just tell
they've been done.
Absolutely. So they didn't just like develop over time.
But at what age,
it was kind of like,
how old is the oldest man you've ever been out with?
like 38.
Oh, my God. Who would be that old? Who was that?
Dennis.
Is that how old he is? He's an incredible rebounder for 38. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, now we're going to break to help spread the corporate message to America, make you buy our goods subliminally. But when we return, Carmen Electra and I will be discussing the power of beauty. It's not just skin. Carmen Electra, or Electra, as she likes to say. And we're talking about the power of beauty. Now, what is the happiest you have ever been?
The happiest?
The happiest you've ever been in your whole life?
My whole life.
The happiest you've ever been in your whole life. Was it when you came out of anesthesia and saw your new breath?
You know what? I was happy.
I bet.
I remember. I can't remember what kind of pain medicine they gave me, Vicodin or something, and I just remember Percocet. And I remember waking up for the first time, and I was so out of it. And I remember like dreaming of like wearing little sweaters, little tight sweaters, and little outfits. So it was kind of exciting.
So that's the happiest you've ever been, you think? When you saw your new breasts? What is that?
Probably when I first came to LA and I.
When did you first come to LA?
When I was 18.
And did you just take the bus here or drive here? Or how'd you get here?
Airplane.
And you got off at LAX. Mm-hmm. Was somebody here to meet you?
Yes.
Who was it?
My friend Monica.
Monica. Okay. Yeah, and what did you do? What was the first thing you did when you got off? Did you say, LA, here I come, get on your knees? What did you do?
No, I just had an open mind, and I just said, okay, if I like it here, then I'm going to move here and try to be in the business. But I just wanted to be a dancer. I didn't want to act. I wanted to dance for like Janet Jackson or, some other star. And I remember auditioning, and people would say, you should, you could do better than that. And I auditioned for Prince.
Prince? Mm-hmm. Little Red Corvette?
Yes.
And you used to go out with Prince, I believe.
No, we were just friends.
Oh, right. What is that?
I was only 18.
Okay. Of course, that would certainly
that would make a difference.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So you were happy when you first. That's funny because I loved it when I first came to LA too. I got off the plane.
It was exciting.
Felt my powerful body, and I thought, oh yes, LA. What would make you really happy today? I mean, if you could snap your fingers and have some great thing happen to you today, what would it be?
I think, honestly, like, working is great, and I love it, and I'm gonna, like, just try and stay focused and keep it going. But honestly, to have a family, I mean, if I could have my mom for 5 minutes, that would make me the happiest.
That would be
if I could just like look into her eyes for 5 minutes,
that would be the best.
That would be so amazing. But I look forward to having a family. I love kids. So
let me ask you a question. You're incredibly beautiful. That's obvious. Is
you.
beauty only helpful, or can it also hurt your career? Is there such thing as being too beautiful?
It can hurt your career, very
How?
much so. I feel like you have to really prove yourself more, and especially if you go into an audition. Like, people always ask me all the time, how should I go in? If you go in completely natural, I think you have a better chance than if you go in all made up, trying to be glamorous.
So do you ever go to auditions that you don't get the part?
Yeah.
You do, really?
Yeah.
We need a new agent. Do people assume that because you're so incredibly beautiful that you're stupid?
I'm sure they do. I don't know. I mean, I guess.
But
some
you're
people
not
think
stupid,
that.
right?
Right. Yeah, I'm real stupid.
No, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Sometimes.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. Tell me about the booty dance. What is the booty dance?
It was a dance that got me my job on MTV, believe it or not.
Can you show it to us, or is it?
Yeah. I can try,
Oh, you're hooked up to the microphone.
I'm wearing a skirt, so.
All right, well, do
only
it.
if you'll do it with me.
Well, you have to show me anything. Okay.
All right, first you have to turn around. We need a little music, though.
We need some music, please. Booty dance music.
Okay. And just shake your butt.
Shake your butt. That's it. Okay.
That was it.
Well, okay.
Very simple.
Which of us did it?
Good.
Which
You were
of us
really
did it?
good.
You're funny. Now, while we're making things up, since you said I was good, I was really good. In your sexiest voice, like you're auditioning for a part, can you say, "Come here, Benji"? And you're sexy. Oh, it's that funny. See, it's that hysterically funny. Just pretend. Pretend you're auditioning for a
Is this
part.
like, it's not turn Ben Stein on, it's turn Ben Stein on. Is that what this is?
Yeah,
this show?
right.
Oh.
Okay, so in your sexiest voice,
And what do you want me to say?
say, "Come here, Benji."
I can't do it.
You can't? Wait a minute. That's terrible. You can't
I'll
even
do
do. Okay, go ahead. I'll close my eyes.
No, you have to look.
Oh, okay.
Come here, Benji.
Okay, now we're going to take a commercial break, and if you change the channel, you're doing it only out of madness. Carmen Electra will be back. Carmen Electra and I were discussing the travails of being beautiful, and to be honest, I was mostly listening. Look, you're a friend of Prince. Mm-hmm. You didn't date him because you're only 18, and we know his strong moral fiber about young girls. But Is he a sad person or a happy person? Because he's a super talented artist, but he seems sad. Is he sad?
No, he didn't seem sad at all.
He seems happy?
Very happy.
Now, how many times in your life have you been in love? In love, serious love?
Twice.
With?
I'm not telling.
You're not telling?
One of them, I can't tell. The other one was Dennis, of course.
And the other one you can't tell?
No, it's a secret. I have to have some secrets.
Was it Prince?
No.
Okay.
I said we didn't date.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. What was your father's occupation?
My dad plays guitar and works construction.
Does he call you every so often and say, I saw you on TV, I can't believe that, that's my little girl?
All the time.
Do you talk to him every day?
Not every day, but like once a week.
What would you do if an evil fairy came down, and he came down from heaven and said, you cannot work in show business anymore? What would you do?
I would...
What would you work in if there were no show business?
I would want to do something that had to do with children. Mm-hmm. Maybe like...
Preschool teacher?
Yeah, like a teacher or...
Could you imagine yourself as a preschool teacher
or like
looking
charity,
the way you do?
like do some kind of work for sick children.
Do you feel as if you've... Is that your watch? Or did you just have a prop watch?
No, it was yours and then...
Is that a prop watch?
Yeah, it's mine.
Could you show that to the kid? Because that watch is like all giant diamonds and things. Who gave you that watch? Dennis?
It was a birthday present.
From whom?
From Dennis, yeah.
It's an incredibly beautiful watch.
Thank you.
Wow, I wish I had one like that. You don't have to give me yours, but I would like that. What would you do if suddenly, out of nowhere, your income was $30,000 a year instead of whatever it is now?
I'd have to work harder. I'd have to... Maybe I would teach... Maybe I'd open up a dance school and teach
You really
dance lessons.
love dancing. Are you a good dancer? I bet you're super.
I've been dancing since
I've
I was
seen
5
you
years old.
dancing on a video, actually, now that I think of it. Not having to do with cheerleaders, I think. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it was about. I think I've seen you that. Now, and you love Tai Bo, you told me. You're an ace
love
at Tai
Tai
Bo.
Bo. I'm going to Tai Bo after this.
Could you demonstrate Tai Bo?
It can't really demonstrate in a dress.
Well, could you just demonstrate the top part of it?
The top part of it.
Not the kicking part of it.
You know, you just punch. It's just about punching.
And do you take it with the actual master himself?
Yes.
And is he great?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Great teacher.
What kind of a car do you have?
Mercedes.
Which kind?
A 600 and a 500.
The S500? Is it the coolest car ever? Is it the most fun car to drive you've ever had?
Yeah, but I'm going to get rid of one of them.
And what are you going to get instead?
Nothing, just one.
Just one car?
Yeah.
Just one Mercedes? How are you going to get around? Do you feel that now that the thing with Dennis is over, well, maybe it's not over. You talk about him very fondly. Is it not over?
No, we're still friends.
He's lucky to have a friend like you. I don't have too many friends like you. But anyway, what are you going to... Are you going to reinvent yourself? Have you reinvented yourself since Dennis?
Not really. I'm just me, you know. I'm not... I mean, of course, you know, you get new looks and new fashion comes out. And, I mean, I haven't really changed my look that much. I think I'm actually, like, really bored with it. I want to do something new.
Well, you're the only one.
I want, like...
Maybe you should...
I want blue hair. I don't know. I want to do something different. So I've had this for years.
How about Scary Movie? What do you do in that? What's that story?
It's a movie that Keenan Ivory Wayans directed. It's a spoof on Scream, Halloween, and all the scary movies that have been out. And I have the opening scene of the movie.
Do you get killed?
I'm not allowed to tell.
Do you get killed while you're taking a shower?
Miramax sent me a letter saying, don't tell, it's a surprise. But it's sexy, it's scary.
I bet. Are you still alive at the end of the movie?
I can't tell.
Okay. Are you still alive at the end of the movie?
Can't tell.
Okay. Are you alive or dead at the end of the movie?
Can't tell.
Okay. All right, it's time to sell you some extremely important products. When we return, more of the sexy Carmen Electra. Back to the super beautiful Carmen Electra. We're discussing the power of beauty. Are guys intimidated by you? They are. I mean, if guys see you walking down the street, they don't mention your beauty, do they?
I don't know. I think people, once they see that I talk to everyone and I'm so cool with signing autographs and stuff, I know some celebrities don't want to do anything and they get mad, but I really like to give back to the fans, definitely. So when people see that, they did come right up to me. I was just in New York. People were yelling out from the cars.
It's great. They're yelling, Carmen, cool. Carmen.
Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
What's up?
Whatever, you know?
Do you get a lot of requests for headshot pictures of you?
Yeah.
Do you have an email site? You must. An online site?
I do.
And so you get a jillion requests for pictures. Do you get a lot from prison?
Yeah, I do actually.
Really?
I really do.
What about, you've been in Hollywood now how many years? How many years?
About 7.
Have you ever been really hard up since you've been in Hollywood?
Yeah, are you kidding?
Really? When you first got here?
No, actually, when I first got, I was literally here for a week, and I was really lucky because I met the artist, immediately moved to Minneapolis, and started recording my album. So during that time, I was fine. But then I had to make a choice, and I decided I wanted to live in LA, and that's when the struggle began. I had no car, really no place to live, no money.
So where'd you live? If you'd known me.
I was living with my girlfriend took me in. My girlfriend let me live with her family.
I have a lot of extra rooms at my house. I could kick the maid out.
I don't need to live there anymore.
Okay. Well, okay. Now, have you ever paid for a meal since you've been an adult?
You know, it's crazy because it's funny because when you're not famous and you don't have any money, nothing is ever free. But as soon as you start making money, everyone gives you everything for free.
Yeah, did you get the Mercedes for free?
No, I'm paying for that.
Oh, there you go. What's the most romantic thing any man has ever done for you?
I would say when my mom passed away, I walked into my apartment. I was living in an apartment at the time, and Dennis had sent so many flowers that it filled up my whole entire apartment.
That is
so it was really sweet.
That is wonderful. That gives me a whole new picture of him. Now, do you have any other movies coming up besides Scary Movie?
Yeah, actually, I just finished shooting a movie in New York. It's called Perfume.
And what's it about?
It's with Jeff Goldblum and Omar Epps, and I play Omar Epps' girlfriend. And basically, it's 3 different stories, and the whole movie's improv. So there's a guideline, but there's no written lines. Everything is sort of made up on the spot.
Who directed it?
Michael something.
Michael something?
Something.
Do you ever do any either romantic scenes in movies or in real life with Caucasians?
Of course.
Are Jews considered Caucasian? Now, are you at all, you're obviously just a child. I mean, you're virtually the same age as a college girl. But do you worry at all about aging? Does it frighten you at all?
A little bit, but I mean, it's just a part of life. You know, everybody has their time, so you just have to kind of accept it. But I mean, yeah, sure, if you're in a business like this where, you know, so much is put on your beauty and what you look like, of course that thought runs through your head, but you just have to kind of throw it out. It's going to happen someday. I
have a friend who made a huge amount of money on a stock. I mean, a large amount, a 9-figure amount. And he says that every night he goes to bed and he looks on his computer and figures out how much money he has. And he says, I just feel great. Do you feel that way when you look in the mirror after you step out of the shower? You just say, wow, I like myself a lot.
No, not really.
You don't? How do you feel when you look at yourself in the mirror?
You know, it's
great.
Just,
has to
like
be
everybody. No, I mean, I see things and like, I mean, we're all human.
Do you think you're overweight?
Not really overweight, but I was like in much better shape like a month ago.
You were?
Oh. Yeah, I've been in New York working on a movie, eating craft service every day. So I mean,
oh, you poor thing.
I'm like so into working out. So I mean, everyone can say, oh, you look great, but to yourself, you might not.
Reality
look as great
check.
as you think.
How does she look? Usually we ask our guests to do push-ups, but I won't ask you. Thank you, everybody. Beautiful. Show me love.